It is day 20, officially 20 days in the trail. So exciting. Of my both through hike. That means I'm heading from Georgia all the way up to Maine. Yesterday I just passed that 200-mile marker. Woo! But for right now, this morning, I am starting to head to Newfound Gap Road, which is about halfway through the Smokies here. When I get there, Jacob is gonna be there. He ended up buying a bunch of us breakfast sandwiches and bringing us some chocolate milk and maybe some more snacks. I don't know, we'll see what's out there. But I'm gonna get new tires when I get there, so that's exciting. I was gonna wait till after I was through the Smokies, but my heels are starting to bother me. They're starting to fall apart. So yeah, if he's coming, might as well have him now. But yeah, for today, we are gonna do either 15 miles or 20 miles, the group of us that are all together as we're going through the Smokies. Reason being of those specific mile markers is because when you're in the Smokies, you need to stay at specific shelters throughout the way for our AT pass. So those are our 2-mile options for today. So that's why, like, yesterday we ended up doing the 13.5. It would have been like 21 miles yesterday if we would have just went all the way through, kept pushing to the next shelter. Got a nice little sign here. But yeah, it says 4.3 miles. Okay, these signs have been so different all in the Smokies here, I will say. So yesterday we were walking and it was like, oh, this sign was set a half mile to the campsite. But then when we were at the campsite, the sign that said back to the turnoff for the campsite to that sign, it said 0.3. We're like, that doesn't make sense. And then it said the water source is only a 1/10 of a mile away. That is the longest 1/10 of a mile of my life, if that's the case. And then, like, on my phone, it has, you know, the mileage on there because I use Far Out well, I guess most people use Far Out while we're out here just because it's so much easier than having the AT guide. But that also did not line up at all with either of those. So that was fun. Oh, it's not all I have. This morning, all my clothes are still wet. And they're icky, and they're ucky. And everything's wet all the time. And it's icky ucky. I know I have to get over it. I'm just gonna sweat through it all again today anyways, but still. It just makes me feel gross first thing in the morning. Having fun sweaty clothes. But yeah, I will see you at Newfound Gap. We just had like 15 cars go by that wouldn't let us cross. The trail provides. Thank you.
Which one do you want? Oh, I got some reception.
Thank you.
Huh?
This is so freaking good.
Right now
Thank you. Alright, so Jacob just brought me my new kicks. And I'm getting rid of these puppies. They smell so bad. They're stinky. They're wet. They're literally falling apart on the insides. It's time. It's time for new shoes. And it's time to say goodbye. Well, I should not let my arm touch that. Nasty.
It's 2,197.9. And we've done about all the new math. That's rude. Never the right thing.
Do you have a problem with me?
Yes.
That's so rude. I got that on video.
Well, I thought you were I thought you were voice to texting, which I was like, I'll give you a slight bit of leniency. Right. Look for one with some like orange on it. Thank you.
What a pretty view after a nice 20-minute downpour. Finally made it to camp. Alrighty, it is the end of day 20. We did 20 point something, like 20.5 miles today. I'm pretty tired. It's starting to get really chilly out. It was fun. Jacob was here for a little bit. I got my new tires for my feet. So I'm gonna tie them a little bit different tomorrow, see if they'll be any different on my feet. Because they're starting to hurt at a point, like with my left pinky toe. So I'm gonna try something a little different tomorrow. But we have 17 miles in the morning that we're gonna do to get out of the Smokies. And then I'm having 2 0 days. 2 0 days. I'm ready for it. I'm tired. My legs are hurting. Yeah. But yeah. Ooh. Day 20. Good morning. It is day 21 of my AT no-bow through hike. I am currently moving. It is a little bit before 6:30. And we have just over 17 miles today. And most of it's going to be downhill. And it's cold. Very cold. Morning. I know I already did like a little morning thing when we left, but it is super duper gorgeous out right now. Oh, yeah, it's so pretty. Ooh, let me see if I can get this up here pretty good. You can see like all the smoke for the mountains. Ah, so pretty up here. I think right where I'm staying, this might be the spot where it was marked as a helicopter pad. It wasn't too far away. But yeah, it's been a beautiful morning. Last day in the Smokies, I'll be popping out. I said about 4 o'clock initially was my estimated ETA. That's if I do like 2 miles an hour plus then like my breaks. That gives me enough time with that. So yeah. The sunrise, oh, I wish I could have seen it this morning. Of course, I was on the opposite side of the mountain, and now I'm on the side where the sunrise is. Of course, that's how it happens. But, yeah, I don't know, I'm just so excited to get a shower in today. Wash these clothes. I'm hiking in my PJs today, actually, because they are the best smelling thing. Yeah, my feet are definitely feeling better from these new shoes, which is really good, but I don't know if I'm 100% in love with them though. It's my only thing. Maybe once I get this KT tape off my feet, maybe I'll feel a little different, pop them blisters tonight. Because I have some decent sized blisters that I've been procrastinating on. Not saying I should do that, but I'm doing it. Yeah. I think Like I have 15 more miles, 14 more miles, something around there mileage wise. But yeah, oh, it opens up again. Oh, so pretty. But yeah, ooh. Even prettier the more I keep walking. But yeah, this is my morning so far. It is a bit chilly too. I had my hood up on this for like the first hour before I even thought about taking it down. But yeah. Is it the second or the third?
Third.
It was probably the worst handwriting ever. Like how I Brock, how you feeling? We're through the Smokies!
Crushing it.
We're crushing it. Oh, hello. But yeah, so we're hopping out on the Pigeon River here. So the real question is, who's right about my water rafting? Okay, that'll be much cooler on the bridge. But yeah, and there's trail magic down here. Fun.
Right, it finally got, kind of warm here. 6 a.m., 50 degree.
Welcome to the Dirty Bird.
Yeah? Okay, I've got some stuff.
Alrighty, so there's some trail magic back there, so I have all my stuff back there, and we're waiting for Becca to come pick us up, because we're gonna go to Bootleggers and get some moonshot slushies to celebrate our end of the Smokies. But as we're waiting, I am walking up here onto Brown's Bridge. Now, before Hurricane Helene, Brown's Bridge was our 1 mile marker on the Pigeon River, Big Old Pigeon River. If you didn't know, I've been a Dirty Bird guide the last 4 summers. This would have been summer number 5, but I'm out here. So now Brown's Bridge is our put in. So this is like where we have all of our buses, our beautiful ramp that we put in on. It's super weird to be up here because for the last 4 summers, I was like, guys, like if you come next year, you'll see me up here. Here I am. It's kind of like a weird, surreal moment to actually be here. But it's also really weird too because of like the Helene damage. Like just some of that, you can see some of the rocks and everything, especially if you run over here, because now that dramatic is a completely different rapid than what it used to be. And it's also our photo rapid, like right there. And look at all that. That was all trees prior to Helene coming off the interstate. But the Dirty Bird! Woo!